Next, we're going to take a look at example 3. And what we're going to do here is we're going to change this to an equation and then solve our equation. Let's read the whole thing together first. It says a jelly bean manufacturer produces 1,250,000 jelly beans per hour. That's a lot. How many hours it will take them to produce 10 million jelly beans? So I'm going to start here. Every hour, every means we're going to multiply. So I'm going to say 1,250,000. It's not writing for some reason. It doesn't like that. There we go. Times the number of hours, I'm going to call that H, equals to 10 million. There is our equation. So if they say write equation, that's what you would do. Now let's continue on with this problem and let's solve it. Well, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 1,250,000. I know the thousands reduce out right away. But if I take 10 million, or in this case, it would be 10,000, wouldn't it? Divided by 1,250, because I already divided everything by 1,000, we get 8 hours. Make sure, if it's an application problem like this, or a word problem, you include the units. 8 would be incorrect. 8 hours is the correct answer. Let's move on to example 4 here. I'm going to translate a sentence into a formula. A formula is nothing more than an equation where each letter stands for something. So in other words, on this example, the perimeter of a square is equal to 4 times the length of a side. Well, I'm going to use P for perimeter, and I think I'll use S for side. So we're going to say the perimeter is, so equals, and then we're going to say 4 times the length of the side. So we'll say 4S, and that's what you do. Now, looking at this backwards, here on example 5, I want to write the equation is given to me, and I'm going to write it out in words. And you do exactly what it says. You're going to use those words when we do them. So I see I'm subtracting. So I'm going to say 15 less, because I'm writing the 15 seconds, so I'm going to use that turnaround word, less than Z times 6. So I'm going to say less than the product of 6 and Z, or 6 and a number, you can say, is 45. Is a good word for equals. Let's do another one. Now notice this time we have 3 different numbers. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to start off here, and I notice I've got a plus sign, so that's the sum. I'm going to square. So I'm going to say the sum of the square of a number and 3 times. Now, if you say 3 times a number, that might be, you might be led to believe that's the same number. So I've got y and z. If I don't want to use the word y and z in my equation or in my sentence, I don't have to. I'm going to say 3 times a different number. Gives us, which is equal, gives us a third number. So we know we're going to use different letters here. Now, could you have used Y, Z, and W in your sentence? Sure, you could have. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way either. That's what we do on a problem like that. Now in example 7, it says write a problem based on the given information. So F is the cost of our fries. F plus 150 is the cost of a burger. So according to this equation, I've got 4 times F plus 150. Well, F plus 150 is my burger then, isn't it? And F is the cost of the fries. So it looks I'm doing a bill here. So we could say, let me make this a little bit thicker so you can see. I bought 4 hamburgers. They had a special. Where they refunded me the cost of the fries. My bill was $8.25. That's what you would say. So you make up a problem. Now, there's more than one way to do this. That's one thing to do. One way to do it. So this is not all inclusive.